ain't coming, I ain't vision in the past. About to jump into the bag. They ain't coming, ain't. I saw the whole thing coming, I ain't vision in the past. About to jump into the bag, to the bag, to the bag. I saw the whole thing coming. I saw the whole thing coming. I saw the whole thing.
We are something else.
All right. Welcome to We Are Something Else, episode 209. Oh, that's about to rhyme. 209. Check the rhyme. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at these gentlemen. Welcome to We Are Something Else. It's your boy, Kaleo. Episode 209. Check the rhyme. There's CB. There's E-Rich. Fellas, come off mute. We are something else here. Episode 209. I see Jinglin's here already. Shout out to Jinglin. Miss Blue Trini, welcome in. Dave J on the mic. Risa S, good to see you. Kendall B Show. Yes, new intro. Shout out to my bro Saint J, who we've done some records together. Shout out to Saint J for the new intro music. I was like, bro, like we need a revamp. Like we didn't have that original, you know, the staple We Are Something Else intro forever. Like me and CB create. I think I had done the intro music way before me and CB even had the name for the show. I was like, yo, this is the intro music regardless. It's band, it's heavy band sound, it's ESPN sound. That's what we got. Shout out to Dimitri. So I was like, yeah, it's time for a revamp. That's what we got, bro. What's good with everybody? Come on, y'all. Come off me. Let's talk. Let's talk. CB, how's your week?
Week is this week's been about 3 weeks long, so you know we're looking forward to the weekend here. I mentioned it last week. Work has upped the ante for the rest of the year, so we're just in the midst of that. But Kaleo, you know this. I took my team out for a happy hour to celebrate one of our colleagues' birthdays. So, you know, vibes are up. All that stuff is good. But yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Gonna go to Hershey Park on Saturday. Gonna take one of the nephews up there and then get to play some golf and do some fun stuff on Sunday. So looking forward to the weekend, bro. Just got to get there.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. E, what's good, man?
What's going on? Shout out to Blue in the chat. But we'll get to that later. Because you know the Dodgers are playing, you know, the Yankees in the World Series. So, you know, shout out to everybody in New York for taking this L, you know. But you know, that's what we do. But hey, listen, this Friday is gonna be crazy out here. You got SC playing, you got the Lakers playing, you got the Dodgers playing, and then you got some of the top high schools teams playing. Anybody who decides to get in a car, pretty much you're just going to be sitting in the parking lot wherever you're trying to go if you don't already live there. So,
right.
But outside of that, listen, man, it's good. Work has definitely been working like no other. You know what I'm saying? I second that work is up in the ante for the rest of the year and then some. You know, what is PTO when you got it and you still can't use it?
What is PTO, right? Yeah. Shout out to Cardo. Good to see. So look. We're gonna free Soul Tales because Soul Tales will be back next week. I know Cardo ready. Shout out to Tia. But the thing about Soul Tales is next week is Halloween. Most likely we will be doing a Thursday show because Halloween is Mom's birthday and also the kids gotta do trick or treating and all that. So let's shoot for Soul Tales on a Wednesday night. Can y'all make that happen? Y'all good with that?
For sure.
I'll talk to my agent. We'll see what's up.
Yeah. Let's do that. So look, my week has you know, we all know how quarter end stuff runs around our company. CB, everybody's running around, you know, it's all crazy and all this kind of stuff. So I am glad that we are coming to an end on all of that. quarter end stuff, and I can move on to the new job duties that I've been assigned or will be assigned.
Yep.
And just look forward to all that. It's been a week though, both business wise and professional wise, but we are here. Well, business wise, I mean, work. That's we're CBN at work, but professional wise, because this is a profession, right? That and then personal. It's the triple threat. It's been a long week. But we are here, and look, so a lot of y'all are here because we teased a guest host. Well, that's what you got to do. The slide. Hold on, wait a minute. Where's the shout out to Kendall B?
Stop teasing.
Kendall B taught me the tease, right? He's like, always leave your folks wanting more. And so did the little graphics that we got a special guest host. Now I know at least one person in this chat right here is privy to the special guest host. But let's see. What can I do? We want to go to this this right here. That's what I'm here for. Who was a surprise? Okay, well, who's a surprise? Let me. What should I play? How should we introduce our special guest? Should I play a song to introduce our special guest person, or should we just bring the person up with the hand clap? Because I have a song that'll help folks kind of understand who this person is.
Is it going to give it away if you play the song?
Yeah. I mean, but maybe we should.
I said,
go ahead and play the song then.
All right. And I know this person will appreciate the song too.
They're the best of friends. Real estate Poppy and Jen Glenn. Jen is fond of the 12-inch. Poppy loves white women. On Sundays it's free.
Welcome in.
Hey everybody.
Jen.
She could get out of jail
Glenn.
free.
He said if it ain't Beyonce.
That's right, Kendall.
Shit. One has the shits and the other big tits. It's Poppy and Jen.
If y'all listen to the abstract,
Walking down the boulevard.
y'all know. He said
Memories that go in the air.
How long is this? I didn't realize how long
Real
this song
estate
is.
Poppy and Jen Glenn. Up there out the yard.
It's about to be
Jen's got a thing for that 12-inch feeling. Got his eyes on the fair. On
Y'all, this is my favorite song.
When Queen Doreen comes to share.
my bookie.
In the soul of Crenshaw.
Great welcome
they
in.
play their
There we go. All right, I got rid of it. Welcome in, Jen Glenn, everybody. Jen, welcome to it.
Hello. I'm so happy to finally be here, up here in my own square. It's nice in here.
We're glad you can make it. I know we had talked for a couple weeks behind the scenes trying to make this happen. I'm glad you were here, and you're going to join in all the shenanigans. Let everybody know who you, because look, you've been on Station Head most of the time, and some stuff on camera with stuff that you and Dimitri have been working on. So let everybody know who you are.
Well, my name is Jen Glenn, and I have a show called The Culture on Station Head. And I'm sure a lot of people in the chat know about that show. And yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We talk about things in American culture, whether it be food, health, relationships. It's a good time.
Okay. When can we find that show on Station Head?
I normally do the show Thursdays at 2 p.m. Central.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So are you ready? Are we ready to dive into the show? We ready to?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. So all that said, let's wrap. All right. We're going to lead off with this right here. So y'all know about a year and a half ago, Jamie Foxx came down with this mysterious illness or situation he had going on that almost took him out of this world, almost ended his life. It wasn't looking good for a while. He had the thoughts. Once you start setting up those thoughts and prayers, typically it won't be long from there. And then it was like weird, but it got weird after a while. Like his daughter was saying, obviously much wasn't being said, but his daughter's like, he's fine, blah, blah, blah. Then there was rumors that it was him playing pickleball over the weekend, but then there was rumors that he was still very much on like close to life support kind of thing. Like he wasn't doing well. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just resurfaced on the scene. And like, wow, that's not Jamie. That's not, everybody kept saying, that's a clone, because at that point he had the Who Cloned Tyrone movie, right?
Yeah.
So they were just saying, no, that's not Jamie. That's not Jamie. But then yes, it really was Jamie. So Jamie had recently recorded a Netflix special, right? So all this, so let me quote my sources because ain't nobody come after me for making lies up. So according to Gary with the T from the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, who has way more money than we do, and probably better sources, but according to Gary with the T, he said that recently, and Jamie Foxx was recording his Netflix special, what had happened was Fox went in to say or made the claim that Diddy was responsible for what had happened to him about a year and some change ago, right? And they said that everybody in the crowd was just laughing until they realized Jamie wasn't, as he was staring at one specific person in the crowd. And then they said just for a minute it was quiet and he got back into his routine. Now the Netflix special is not aired yet, but also they said that he recorded 3 versions of that Netflix special. Now we don't know if the same thing was said in all 3 versions. And if it was, we don't even know if Netflix will even leave that part in there. But there are a few sources. I don't know how credible they are. This one is from Gary with the T from the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, quoting that this was said at the Netflix special. So we do know that Jamie and Diddy had a falling out over a bad business deal, and they hadn't been friends for a while. So there's some speculation that Jamie said he even called he was the one that called the FBI. I don't know. This is getting weird. Where are my notes? Okay. They said it was taped 3 times. We don't know if it finally aired, but if this is true, this is a major allegation of one famous person, 2 famous people who have a beef. And then now if you're talking about almost trying to kill somebody, take somebody out, are we going to get a first-degree murder or attempted murder charge? You know, Diddy's got a lot of stuff going on right now, and there's new allegations daily against this man. So let's go around. Your thoughts on this news that has made its way through Gary with the T's segment a couple of days ago on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. CB, no. Let's start with Jen. Jen, thoughts on this alleged Jamie Foxx and Diddy story?
Well, I remember a few months ago, Jamie Foxx came out and he said that I saw him on an interview. He said he got a shot of steroids from a doctor and that he had a bad reaction. And so, we're thinking, oh, how did Jamie have this stroke? Well, when it came out later that it was rumored that P. Diddy drugged him, I think the reason why Jamie came out and told the truth was because they had P. Diddy. P. Diddy was in jail, so he wasn't worried about his life.
Right. Okay. E, thoughts?
I don't know how much I'm gonna put too much stock into this one.
What?
As outspoken as Jamie Foxx has been, why hold that one from the time that you got out to the time that you kind of got back, right? You had that, would you say everybody cloning Tyrone was I think the first thing that kind of dropped out after, he was sick or when he kind of got back to, public light. It just doesn't seem as though, I don't know. I have a hard time with the dumping on somebody while they're already down. It's not to say that I'm in favor of
Oh boy.
whatever he's done. He should definitely get, whatever's coming to whatever he's done right? Whatever he's done wrong, he needs to be, let him go through the courts for that. But it's just always so, funny style when as soon as you're down and everybody else starts to be like, oh, by the way, you remember that time you kicked me and we was in playing kickball, back when we was in 5th grade, now I'm about to get some money from you because because you about to give everybody else some money. So it is what it is.
But if this is true, and that Jamie said all of this at the Netflix special, if it decides to air and everything that's being said comes out, why would Jamie have a reason
He's an entertainer, though, bro. Like it's like there's what I think it is some truth to every joke that they tell. Now, whether or not that's him identifying that he clearly has been to some Diddy parties back in the day, and you know, probably seen some things, and you know, he participated. Whatever the case may be, nobody's gonna say nothing because you know them court records is gonna be sealed for sure, just because of how high profile they are. But what I'm saying is, why is it that it's speculation that you have to wait for in this day and age? You have social media. He can turn on his phone and hundreds of thousands of people will listen to what he's got to say. Why drop it on a Netflix special that you had to record? And then now we're talking about sources. We're talking about somebody heard, and I'm not saying that this person, you just had to quote somebody else in order for you to say what he might have said at his Netflix special. A special where you're getting paid. He could have said it. He'd been on live. He done been on other shows. Why wait till right now to say it?
This wouldn't be the first time we've heard of Diddy allegedly putting a hit out on someone, because I think Kid Cudi's car blew up at one point, and I think, you know, so I wouldn't be surprised, but at this point it's hard to like even fathom a lot of the stuff that's coming out about all the stuff related to Diddy, you know. So I think that Jen could be onto something. You know, there could be some of that, like, hey, I feel like I'm safer to say this kind of stuff right now. But also at the end of the day, there could be other motivations. Who knows? But at the end of the day, like it's all the stuff surrounding Diddy, bro, is just craziness, like absolutely wild. And I just wouldn't be surprised if, like, you know, there's truth to this.
Right. Except, like you said, there's some truth in everything, right? Some truth, you know. So there's that person's story, your story, and then somewhere in the middle there's the truth, right? So
I just don't know if Netflix would actually, but at the end of the day, don't they also have like some like Surviving Diddy or whatever that other stuff is on there? So yeah. I wouldn't be like, it honestly wouldn't be surprising if that kind of stuff is in the special, especially if they're trying to like drive up interest and all that shit. You know what I mean?
But don't you think that Jamie would probably wait until they built a case against Diddy before he would say something? Because I don't want to go around telling everybody you tried to kill me when you're still out here in the streets trying to kill me.
Jen, they've been saying that about Diddy and he's the reason why Pac got hit.
Oh, okay. Right.
So that was back in '96. Right. They've been talking about, think about all of his bad business dealings, whether it's his own label people, Total, 112, all the people that have said bad things about this man, and they're still walking around. Now, if he was the boogeyman, like he swears he is, or maybe he confesses that he is, Shine wouldn't be where he is right now, right? He took the 10 years and he did his thing. I'm just thinking that in the sense of our culture and what we talk about is not kind of piling on. And if you really, you know, they kind of brought this, like, I'm just speaking my truth. Let's just be honest. He did the same thing when he had a special, when he decided to talk about the fight he had with LL Cool J for the movie Any Given Sunday. That was something that, if you remember, would have never came out had he not said it on his Netflix. On a special, right? Which then gathers more money, right? It's an attraction. He's an entertainer still at the end of the day. Now, let's not say that we're like not saying that he is or he is not. You know what I'm saying? But I like I said, for me, regardless of what it is, if it happened, needs to be dealt with. But it's also like timing wise, I find some of this stuff to be, we've all seen this before. Like we've all seen this story before about timing and how all this shit comes out.
Okay. I mean, you
appreciate it, Quinton.
Everyone has good valid points. So I guess we will see. I mean, it's new Diddy allegations every day, and it's only a matter of time before other big names finally get dropped within the court case itself and not outside of the parameters of the court case. It's only a matter of time, right? All right. So let's go back here. So DC's mayor for life. If you are a resident of DC or been to DC before, or just a fan of the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, you know that Marion Barry is the mayor for life in DC. Black people don't play about Marion Barry professionally. It may be personally too. Who cares about his personal life? Professionally, Marion Barry did way more for the city at the time than the president was doing. Post being a mayor, and before during the middle of his term when he wasn't mayor, and then when he became mayor again. Marion Barry famous for his summer jobs program, putting youth to work during the summer. Like our boy Dave. Dave is a product of the summer jobs program. He would tell you to this day that Marion Barry gave him his first job. Black people don't play about Miss Jenkins, Living Color, and don't play about Marion Barry. So why is Ann Pizza playing with Marion Barry's name? Well, a DC pizzeria. Now, I don't want to say DC pizzeria because Ann Pizza is not just DC. But anyways, Ann Pizza in Washington, D.C. is under fire for referencing the late mayor. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. The late mayor, Marion Barry, in its latest ad, specifically his 1994 drug scandal. Now, yes, we all know the man had demons. It was caught live on TV, and I think everybody's heart was broken, like the same night Tyson got knocked out by Douglas. 2 nights in black people's lives they remember. Maybe 3. I wasn't around for the MLK, but I was around from when Marion Barry went down. Hold on. Shout out to Real Estate Poppy.
This goddamn bitch set me up like this. Set me up. Ain't that a bitch?
And the night Tyson was on the ground looking for his mouthpiece after Buster Douglas took him out. Well, actually, it was probably the Asian prostitutes and the cocaine and the alcohol before, and it really took him out. Buster Douglas just gave him a pillow. Anyways. The ad includes a pile of powdered sugar advertising the Marion Barry knots. They claim that the knot will blow you away. In another flick, there are more piles of powdered sugar with the caption, "Our classic knots hit a bump." Barry served 3 terms from 1979 to 1991 until he was busted doing crack cocaine in a hotel room. He served 6 months in jail and reclaimed his role in 1995. So wait a minute, after all...
This goddamn bitch set me up like this. Set me up, ain't that a bitch?
After all that, the man, Chris Rock had the joke, smoke crack, get your job back. Why? Because black people love Marion Barry. You don't play with Marion Barry's name in the city. Now, what do? I tell you, when there's a movement, oh my God, we can come together for some unity type stuff. All these, because it was a couple franchises owned by one guy. We protested. We went in. They did what they had to do in there. And I don't get why we bought a pizza just to film ourselves throwing it in the trash. I guess he could care less what you did with the pizza that you paid for it. But if they stole the pizza and threw it in the trash, that's a different thing. But anyways, we protested, we moved, we marched. Local churches got involved, radio stations got involved, and then the owner made a statement, said that he was removing the Marion Barry knots from his menu. Now, we don't need to talk about the color of this, the owner of the Ann Pizza, because it's the color you think he is. Let's talk about this. Why are they playing Marion Barry's name? Let's start with CB. I'm interested in what CB got to say.
One, people do need something to be upset about every single day. You got to find something to be upset about. And this was an easy target, very easy target. Kaleo, me and you talked a little bit about this at our day job. Not too loud because it's corporate America, but like, that's what, like, you make these jokes with your boys. This shit's hilarious. You know what I mean? It's just that, like, you really, it's not to be doing this kind of shit like for business, you know, like in at the end of the day, you're really trying to make fun of another man and trying to profit off of that stuff. Like that kind of behavior in general is cheesy, pun intended. So, you know, like quintuple. Exactly. Like,
hold on. Let's do some product play. That's why you can save 10% this weekend. WRSC10. Use our code at the DC Shop House where they don't diss Marion Barry. No. They're black owned Chicago deep dish pizza. Yeah, fuck Ann Pizza.
Oh man, but nah, for real, like like this is just not good business. You know what I mean? Like anyone who like even from the days when we were mowing people's lawn and to make a buck to afford trading cards down at the shop, like there are certain things you do and there's certain things that you just stay away from, and this is not the way to operate. And they're getting their they're they got the, I don't want to say blowback, but I have to. So yeah. All right.
All right. E,
You would go there.
You spent some time here in the DMV. You know what Marionberry means to African Americans. Thoughts?
For sure. Listen, you know how we do in our community. We understand that there's certain things that we know. We just don't want y'all to talk about it. It's not for y'all to joke about. It's for us to joke about. We don't like when nobody else says that Whitney looked like she smoked her kneecaps off, but she did. That's Whitney to us though, right? Like we can make that joke, they can't, right? That's just what it is. And I think it's bad timing, right? You don't have that card, or you don't have that ticket to be able to pull that joke. And it was in poor taste at that, so it was trash.
So wait a minute, okay. This is about to get real bad real quick. But since we are black, we can talk about our own folks because that's us, right? That's what we do. About okay.
I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, and it's all about timing. Because guess what? Nobody said anything when everybody was dissing a certain person, and then as soon as it came out, then it was just like, but it's a true statement though. Like comedians talk about it, and they say like, when did we get butthurt about talking about ourselves? Because it's us who we're talking about, us too. We're not doing it in the sense of like where they can then go run that same joke, because it don't hit for them. That's not their culture.
Now, what's the difference if you got a group of white guys, CEOs in one circle that says they're about to crack the whip around here?
It wouldn't be the first time that we done heard them say shit and get away with it. So what's the difference?
I got you. I was asking the question.
I know, but you asked the question. I'm asking you back. What would you say like you heard that?
I'm protesting. We ride at dawn.
Well, I see it a little bit differently. I'm like, all he got was a dessert. This man was elected mayor 3 times of a major city while having a crack habit. I can't drive my kids to school when I'm high on crack, and this man can run a city. So I'm like, and went to jail for 6 months, came back and won another election. This man deserves to have more than a dessert named after him. He deserves to have a whole pizza named after him. Just crust and powdered sugar. So I'm like, and listen, DC area, don't at me. Because everybody else in other places were just laughing at y'all. But don't at me.
Wait, Dick. What? That's funny. But yeah, look, don't play with Marionberry around here. I'm trying to tell you, that will cause a lot of, like, Marionberry, to some, may have been at least the first president of this, just the DC general area, right? Yeah, man.
If it wasn't for the crack.
If it was, well, that's just keeping it real. He didn't have
keeping it real goes right.
Hey, look, hold on.
This goddamn bitch set me up like this. Set me up, ain't that a bitch?
That t-shirt made its way around the city. I think my mom had bought me that shirt when I was younger. Like that, all the vendors had the bitch set me up t-shirts. That was a movement. That was just a whole movement. Anyways, all right. Let's speaking of movements, finally, 2024 induction, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Tribe Called Quest has gone into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, much deserved. We've kind of been celebrating Tribe all week long with Station Head. And I'm sure tomorrow on a Funky Friday on Kendall B's show, which you can find on Station Head at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there'll probably be some Tribe Called Quest. But then even after that on the Abstract, 12:05 noonish Eastern Standard Time, where hosted by me, you'll definitely hear one or two Tribe songs over there. But look, Tribe dropped probably two of the most greatest albums in hip hop history: Low End Theory, Midnight Marauders. Take your pick, A or B, either day. One, it could be one or two. So shout out to Tribe, shout out to Q-Tip, Fife, Jerobi, and Ali. Finally getting some respect to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's go around real quick. We don't have to be a long segment. 60 seconds or less. Thoughts on Tribe Called Quest going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Well deserved. And I bought those Vans, bro. The Bonita Applebum joints, so that's all that you need to know. They're so great. They did this collab, had to buy the shoes. It says it all.
Shout out to buying sneakers on the clock a few years ago. Not recently, a few years ago, way back. We don't do that no more.
Long overdue, and like I said, I got the vinyl of the album, so that just kind of lets you know where they stand on the music side for me.
Okay. Jen.
I am just so proud of them. Like when they came on and got so popular, like I think they just changed the rap landscape because they weren't trying to be hard. They weren't trying to be, all, I don't know, like they were just trying to preach and teach you something. They weren't trying to be conscious rappers. They just seemed like regular dudes who just talked about their life and their experiences. And they had great rhymes. I mean, did anybody else think a War Tour was World Tour?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
When I first heard that song, I was like, they're on a World Tour. I'm just so proud of them. I love them. They deserve it. They should have already been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Absolutely.
I mean, we see that. So now, like, Black artists are finally getting their dues to get in there. The Abstract that I do on Fridays on Station Head, 12:05 Eastern Standard Time, after Kendall B Morning Show. That's partially because Q-Tip was one of my favorite producers, and he calls himself the Abstract. So, yeah, I mean, just music takes a
Kaleo dropping gems.
Just because music takes a whole different life and world, and So shout out to them. Glad they got in. Shout out to them. But look, let's do this now because it's only right that we take the show here because I'm very interested. We are very interested to see what Jen Glenn has for the culture. All right.
Okay, so guys, we talk about, different things in American culture on the show. And earlier, we talked about code switching. So I wanted to talk to y'all about code switching. So code switching is when a person changes their language, accent, or dialect, depending on the situation. And minority communities sometimes feel the need to make adjustments to avoid discrimination. Sometimes code switching also includes other forms of expression, like a person might change their clothing, their tone of voice, or gestures to conform to the people around them. Now, code switching is morally neutral, but it often signals an underlying problem with discrimination, especially when people feel compelled to switch themselves to avoid harm. My question for the guys in the pod, do you guys ever code switch and why?
Thank God.
How the hell did I know I was gonna have to go first? Yo, bro, you set me up like shit, dog. I saw you from the jump. I saw you. Nah, I don't code switch. Listen, it's one of those things where like the pandemic happened. I grew my hair out. I had just started the company that I'm currently with, and when it was time to go back in the office, I wasn't cutting my hair. You know what I mean? Regardless of whatever law that they was going to pass or whatever, like this is me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's one of those things, like once you get in the door, now you can kind of be yourself. But I mean, I've been myself the whole time because this is just what it is. I don't know how to switch my voice up to talk to anybody else. Like, you know, I always tell people you might want to get somebody else to talk to them, because if I talk to them, I'm going to talk to them like I talk right now. And this is what they're going to get from me. You know what I mean?
So,
E, have you ever felt like it held you back?
I mean, if it has, like, I mean, we don't have time to get into the Black Wall Street side of this, but we already know what that is. Like, we know that that's a thing, right? We do know that they take that in consideration. You know, we hate that coin term. Oh, they're so well spoken. I got a degree. What does that have to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if I can do my job, I do my job. It doesn't matter how I look, but we know that we've always been viewed for the way that we look before we even get the job, right? So it is a thing, and it probably has happened, but you know, I depend on somebody else that's much higher than them people that make those decisions.
Yeah, I don't know if. I don't think I've ever code switched, because I think I've always preached that what you see is what you get kind of thing. Like, I'm always authentic to no matter what. Now, I don't know if it counts as code switching as toning down what you're capable of, because I could be very outspoken, but there's been certain moments, especially recently dealing with an old supervisor, where I felt like I could have been very outspoken, but they could see that as aggressiveness, right? So what do? You just got to read the room, and you just, you know where to keep it at. Because at the end of the day, I'll be the one to go out the door first, right? So that's just being smart. I don't think that's necessarily code switching, because even if I code, I don't think there's an advantage for me to code switch at all. Like, you know, they take the running joke is always the interview voice, right? Oh, I put on my interview voice. Nah, I mean, what's that? I mean, you're either gonna hire me, you're not gonna hire me. My voice ain't had nothing to do with it. So yeah, I just try to stay authentic and true all the way through. That way, if anything switches up in there, well, it's not. So CP.
I mean, the homies will know that I pride myself on authenticity. So, you know, what you see is what you get for the most part. Like, there's no reason to not be yourself, right? I will say work only probably gets max 80%. Like, not in terms of like work output, but in terms of like just who I am. Like, you guys get 100%, work gets 80%, because you know it's work. So I wouldn't classify that as code switching or anything like that. At the end of the day, always going to be the same person, always going to be, you know, myself and all that, and that comes with the territory. But I will say, culturally, this is like a real topic. Like, the Filipinos are considered the complicit Asians. Like, they, you know, in terms of assimilating with like white culture and all that. Like, there is a stigma around that. So it's real. You know, from that standpoint and all that. But at the end of the day, I think what makes us, we are something else, is that we're true to ourselves. So, you know, no code switching from that standpoint.
Nice.
All right. That
can't be real work.
Well, I have to be honest. Like, I'm pretty sure I code switch. Like, especially, I'm from the South. And if I speak the way I would to other Southern people, and I go up north somewhere, I'm deemed less intelligent or either naive. So it's not that I can necessarily change my accent, but I will like tone it down just a little bit. And I'll tone down some of my African-American vernacular just a little bit, especially some of the things that we say down south.
Okay. Let's see, where are we at now? Let's do
D Cup Customs, where you can get a horror themed tumbler with Pennywise and Freddy Krueger and other licensed characters that I probably shouldn't be mentioning in public. You can have Beetlejuice. He's hot in these streets right now. We have a scary Hello Kitty. We have football team tumblers, football team shot glasses. We have Mickey Mouse cups, and you can get a matching Mickey Mouse pen, either regular or the racist Mickey. We have a cup with the shoe that's popular with the Rhythmics. The cup is actually red on the bottom too. Look at my boy Yoda and the matching pen. Clever it is. We can also create almost anything you want. Let your imagination run wild. Look at this one. You can see what was the inspiration for this. You know you want one. Get at us, dog.
All right. Shout out to D Cup Customs. Another partnership with the We Have Something Else podcast. Look, so go to D Cup Customs, order yourself whatever you want. Save 15% on your first order. That's WRSE 15. What Danny say? I only code switch between Blast
and Station.
And the one before that, only time I don't is when black folks get together, one Filipino.
Oh my God.
No need to code switch in that environment. You're in a safe space.
There you go. So yeah, shout out to D Cup Customs. Hopefully soon we'll all have something to show from D Cup Customs, our personal tumblers, pins, whatever. But yeah, go there, save 10%, 15%. WRSE 15. Hold on, wait 1 second. Let's set this up because speaking of code switching, where's it at? Yo, E.
Yo,
Yeah.
So listen, we just gonna get right into it. It's spooky season, so we gotta definitely dive into some more Halloween shit, right? Why not? I got a question though. Is motherfuckers out here really dressing up in couples outfits still, or is it just now you just do your own thing? CB, stop looking over at the game because I'm asking you too, because I know at one point in time she asked you to wear a certain costume before you wrote the song that had the Nokia sound in the background, which I promise you, I swear to God, that third verse, I heard what you said, bitch. And then, so at that point, that it's just a question right now. Again, there's some very pasty, pictures that I've added here. There's not a lot of color. But the internet does a good job at kind of showing like families doing their thing, right, with the kids. But I don't know if I really be seeing the couples really doing the outfits like this. Is it just are y'all out here still dressing up like couples, or are y'all at the age where y'all don't dress up no more? Now, again, preface, if y'all got kids, we understand what it is. I got nieces, I got nephews. If they asked me to dress up, I would. But, from a short list of my decision and not theirs. So where are we at with that? Cleo, we're going to start with you first. What do you think about this?
I am not dressing up in no couple's costume. I haven't dressed up in years. Like the last time I dressed up, I was Bob Ross. And that was like, at this point, Halloween is for the kids, right?
I saw that costume. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You did. You sent me a picture of that shit. Yeah.
My man looked just like fucking Bob Ross, bro.
But like, it's just not me. Like it's for the kids now. It's mom's birthday, but I haven't really dressed up in a while for Halloween, so not my cup of tea.
This is my Halloween costume right here. So, this is what I'm taking the kids trick-or-treating in. I can't wait for Halloween. It's my second favorite holiday. Y'all like it?
Yo.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Did y'all see the verse? Let's put it up. There you go. 24.
Got my vote.
All right, CB. Thoughts?
No one would be surprised if I told you that sometime in my life I was a part of a couple's costume. No one would be surprised off of this shit. I do not know if these pictures exist anywhere. I don't. But y'all would find this shit funny. I'm one for self-deprecating humor, so I'm gonna tell you all the story. We did 101 Dalmatians, and I was a dog. And she was Cruella DeVille, bro. Like,
Oh, shit.
this shit's funny in retrospect. But you know,
CB, I'm with you. You got to do what you have to do when you're in a relationship.
I'm not a
Okay?
dog, but my car is. Like, you know. Damn.
Shout out to Aspen.
Be Easy Shoe and Fashion Report.
Shout out to Be Easy. Who's not even in the chat?
He's not even in the chat.
He's not even in the chat. I just played that shit. He's not even here. Let's do it one more time. Nah, here. Wait. Shout out to Grand. Shout out to DC Shop at 10%.
Yes. Yo, play it again.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he did. Wait a minute.
Be Easy Shoe and Fashion Report.
We ain't seen Be Easy. You know what? We saw Be Easy on camera like 2 weeks ago, right? Was that last week? 2 weeks.
2
I haven't
weeks.
seen- go blank screen, do it. I haven't even seen. We haven't seen Be Easy on camera. I don't even know if he's gonna be here for Soul Tales next week, which you could probably find here on YouTube, WRC Podcast. Well, you already know the link. You hear. Soul Tales. So B, are you back? CB's costume was rough.
That is a wild story, CB.
Bro, I mean, you know, I had to tell it. Like, this is supposed to be a safe space.
Wait a minute.
Damn.
All right, CB, what do we have for that cop or chop this week?
So at least within the chat, this is we've at least spread these images around, but news out that next year Union's dropping another Air Jordan 1, but also with a triple collab because Fragment's getting involved. So the images we're seeing are mock-ups. We have not seen any official images yet, but this comes on the heels of us actually getting the first official images of the next Union Air Jordan 1 high that's coming out next year. So it was funny because we've already talked about those specifically, but we just got the images. So originally I was like, yo, Kaleo, we just got images. Let's talk about this now that we actually have like an idea of what those unions are going to look like. And then the news dropped that these were going to be added to the 2025 release list. So me and my brother E-Rich, we already kind of talked about this. We do not know prices yet. You know, we don't know any of that, but
It doesn't
because
even
of
matter.
but the thing is like the type of collab that this is, a normal Air Jordan 1 price is $180 for the highs. Like I'm pretty sure like if DraftKings is gonna let me put money down on a bet, like it's at least the 220 to 250. You know what I mean? Like that's just what it, you know. But I will say, if the sneaker gods allow me to cop it for the retail price, you better believe I am copying. So for y'all, if you have the opportunity to get these joints, you copping or are you chopping? How y'all feeling?
I like them. My ankles are too small to be in those high top shoes, but you know, I like them.
Okay. Yeah, well, this is an easy well, it's not gonna be easy cop, but it's a cop. If I can get my hands on these, the unions that drop few years back and
Mhm.
still highly sought after. So yeah, this is probably the one that I don't have in the collection yet that I would love to add to the collection. Cool. And while we're here, let's go ahead and let's do the rounds. Let's show some sneakers. What we're gonna do, get up out of here, tell some stories, all that.
Cool. Again, shout out to DJ Khaled for fucking up the Jordan 5s. And I'm going to continue to show 5s that are pretty hot until he probably releases his trash ass colors. So these were the Clot 5s, lows. Again, I'm showing all 5s until like next year probably. And because once he comes out with that colorway, the 2 colorways that he showed with the "We Are the Best" on the back of that shit, I'm not probably gonna wear 5s anymore. And yeah, so wear your 5s because they're about to make them obsolete, just like they do every other pair that we like.
Okay. Yeah, bring anything.
Okay, yes, I have
Besides
some
that hot
shoes
two
that
hat.
I'm going to unbox here right now.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Exclusive. Hold on, wait a minute.
Here we go with the
Oh.
unboxing. Let me show y'all what I got. I got my little pair of McDonald's Crocs, baby. All right. Let me tell you something. I love them. You know how many Happy Meals I had to buy? They are
That's what I was
affordable.
about to ask. How many Happy Meals did you have to go through to get that shit?
They are affordable. I got these for about somewhere around $5.
Bet
You know
money
what I
you can
mean?
go
And
on
I'm actually
StockX.
building on my collection.
You
So
can sell that shit on StockX. I promise you.
Facts.
All right.
Get it.
Those are incredible.
Get
CB,
you a second pair and then sell that one and keep it.
All right, CB, run this real quick. Go ahead. I'll be right back. Go ahead. Run this. Take it.
So this shirt that I wore to work, I was actually getting a ton of love for this. They're like, "Oh, Burkhall, you got this lumberjack look going on." But the big part about it was that I paired it with the shoes that I wore to work today. And I'm pretty sure I've shown these on here before, but anytime I bust these joints out, they're worth showing off because these are a grail. And it's the Atmos
Damn it.
Air Max 1s. This is not the original insoles, but yeah, everything else. Wait on these joints, bro.
Golly.
So good. This is one of the, in my opinion, one of the greatest Air Maxes of all time. And yeah, I busted these out at work today. And honestly, me and Kaleo, everyone at work died today. They did not know what was happening. He doesn't even need to mention what he was wearing because that would steal my thunder. But everyone at work, they absolutely got annihilated today. They had no idea what happened. They literally had no idea what happened. And I don't think Ren's in the chat, but shout out to Ren because she hyped us both up. She was like, "Yo, honestly, you guys be wearing stuff around the office that I've never seen anyone else wear." And as a sneakerhead, that's one of the best compliments you could ever hear. So
Absolutely.
bang, bang.
Real quick before you go, there's a question in the comment section that I feel like we don't address the question, not that one, by Rita. We don't. First of all, the feds is watching, so we don't address that. Okay, the feds is watching, and that is a Fed question, by the way. You know what? That's a Fed question.
If I ever want to do a couple's costume ever again, I cannot answer this question.
That part. All right, Cleo, what you got, bro?
So we all know this is the year for the grails. Get your hands on some grails this year because this is the year. Who knows when they're gonna run back a bunch of grails in the same year that could be accessible. So I set out this year to get a few things. We already know the box. I showed a pair last week. I set out to get a few pairs this year because the KD4s, the grails, were being released this year. So yeah, let's just go ahead and show them because the big drop this weekend is the Aunt Pearls. But
God damn it.
right here, you can find Aunt Pearls
Pretty.
already. They're all pink. They got the pearl silhouette of decoration on there, dedicated to KD's Aunt Pearl. And then it says Tia and Teen on it as well. But yeah, we know what these mean in the sneaker community. All pink, Aunt Pearls. Yeah, holler at me. I'm selling my sneaker raffle opportunity because I already got them. I don't need them. But I saw them on StockX. I saw them on StockX for a good price. That I was like, I'm not gonna even try to. I'm gonna save myself the stress and not even try to get the route. Try them on Sneakers app because why? Just get them. Stay at a good price now.
Mm-hmm.
Get them early.
The price is the price.
The price is the price. I knew what I was willing to pay resale for them, and actually I got them way under what I thought I was going to buy them for. So
I think those are my second favorite Aunt Pearls.
Right, because you're the
sevens.
Sevens, that's right, sevens. Also, speaking of us, we are something else. You can find us on Gen X TV. We are there now. Shout out to Coach Kim. Shout out to Chauncey. Looking for
relation.
No, this is the other Gen. Nah, shout out to those wonderful people, Gen X TV. We will be there. Live shortly. We're gonna, get together. But download Gen X TV on your Roku or Fire TV apps. Coming to Android and/or Apple later on this year, hopefully, or sometime in the near future. But that's what we are, man. This has been a good year for us. Good show. But look, hold on, wait a minute. Let's back to Jen Glenn. Jen, we appreciate you for joining us tonight and presenting everyone with the culture visually. Instead on the station here, but let everybody know where we can find you at, Jen. Your social media if you want, or your the station head, whatever. Let us know.
So after what I just said about Marion Barry, I'm not putting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't add me. Don't add me. So, but you can find me on The Culture on Station Head at 2 p.m. Central.
Okay. Dope. And you can also find us because Jen is part of the Beehive. That's how we met on AMP and continued a friendship through Station Head. You can find us in the Kendall Beat Morning Show, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Station Head. And then after that, on Fridays, you have the Abstract. I feel like, Monday, because it's not tonight. Monday, Tyler, the Creator, is dropping Chromacopia. Can't wait. I don't know what drops tonight at midnight. It doesn't even matter because we're just trying to get to Monday.
Nice.
But that's it. Look, man. Look, we've as you can see, we've built a real bond through our relationships that we've done through the AMP platform and/or social media. Again, shout out to Kendall. Kendall wasn't feeling well last week, and he wasn't really in the chat last week. But we want to shout out to Kendall last week for the Shanti Das alley-oop. Thank you for the alley-oop, Kendall.
That was a great show.
Appreciate you.
Crenshaw, Kendall.
Say for Crenshaw. Shout out to you, Kendall. And then look, that's what we'll be at tomorrow. Kendall Be Morning Show. It's become like I've watched Kendall's, like when we were on AMP, like we all got to 1,000 plus. It was a really good experience, and AMP came crashing down like really quick, right? And then just left everybody stuck. Then we went over to Station Head, and the rooms weren't as full, and they, it's just a matter about passion. Do you still want to do this for whatever size crowd? Are we still willing to do this? And I've seen, I don't know if he's paid attention to the numbers, but we went from sometimes single digits to now, like in the mornings, like almost a big averaging a big 40, and that's a lot because that Station Head platform is really meant for the K-pop folks.
Right.
But I've seen that show grow. People
Talk
come
about me like that.
They built people come, they stay, and they just get a good quality show. So again, thank you, Kendall, for the alley-oop on Shanti Doss. Hope you're feeling better. Anybody got plans for the weekend? Anything up?
I'm going to see Kamala tonight. She will be in Houston, Texas. Special guest Beyonce. So there's no way I'm missing that. Did I say tonight? I'm sorry. Tomorrow night.
Oh,
Since you go to after party? What the?
I know. No, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow from 3 to 8.
okay. And you know they do sweeps, so make sure you clean the crack out the Lexus before you go pull them up. Or
Don't tell me what to do.
oh, you're right. You got it.
Thank y'all. It's been fun, y'all. I had such a great time being here with y'all. For real.
And I appreciate you, Jen. Look, everybody, stay on, Jen, while we close out everything. But look, we appreciate y'all. Where's the button? Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I'm gonna give you the official right here. Hold on.
Follow us on YouTube at WRSC Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Ain't coming, I ain't fishing in the past. About to jump into the bag. Ain't coming, ain't.